With the advent of oil revenue, things are going to change for every single individual in Guyana. This is the bottom line, according to Dean of the School of Entrepreneurship and Business Innovation, SEBI, at the University of Guyana, Dr. Leland Lucas. Irrespective of where a person finds his or herself, change is inevitable in almost every aspect of life.
The question is, how do we get that message down to your level? And it's an educational process. It's one that has to continually evolve. And it is one that we cannot leave to the policymakers. It's one that we all as a society have to be engaged in. We have to, in some instances, do a lot of reading. We have to have we must engage in multiple conversations. We must have an exchange of views, so that we can understand how this is really going to impact all of our lives.
Even for the ordinary housewife, that change effect will be felt.
For example, more revenue comes into the home. The question now becomes, what are some of the things we as a family are able to do that we would not have been able to do before? How do we spend our incomes? Do we go on a vacation that we have never been able to take before? Do we send our children to a different set of schools because we may not have been able to send them to school before? Do we then begin to think of a university education as an option for some of our children?
Representatives of ExxonMobil have repeatedly stated that there won't be significant direct jobs in the extraction of oil. However, there will be indirect job creation. This position was cemented by the Dean of SEBI.
In order for the sector to function, there's a whole value chain that's associated with that. There are a number of inputs into the process. There are a number of outputs coming out of the process. And therefore, jobs will be created. You know, we look around and we see a continuous explosion in housing. If you've got people coming into the country who are going to be working in the oil sector, where are they going to live? If you have people coming into the country who are going to be part of the oil revolution, what are they going to eat?
However, Dr. Lucas pointed out that one of the disadvantages Guyana faces as a country is tied to lack of preparedness.
Maybe you can make the argument that no one could have expected these oil finds and what would be the consequences of them 10, 15 years ago. The flip side of that is, whether it be oil or anything else, have we actually historically adopted a human capital development strategy that is geared towards moving the country forward? And I'm not sure that we can really say yes.
Though there's a natural resources fund and certain pieces of legislation in place, the government has been criticized for not having done enough to prepare for first oil. But even so, the political situation in Guyana continues to impact its preparations. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.